Welcome back to Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans. I'm Steven, and tonight, whenever the heck you're watching this, we are getting into West Ward Pinto Noir finished American Single Malt Whiskey. So we have another West Ward American Single Malt review on our hands today. This bottle is their Pinot Noir finished version of it. So this is the one I've been waiting for, and I'm super excited to get into this and try this bottle because, well, I like wine finished whiskey. I like American Single Malts, and I really like the West Ward American Single Malt. So I can't imagine this finish in Pinot Noir is going to be bad, even remotely. So this is the same exact American Single Malt as the normal West Ward American Single Malt, but it's finished in a Pinot Noir cask for an additional 2 years, and it's an additional, like $20 to $25 depending on where your area is at. So it's $90, 45%, and it's finished for an additional 2 years in Pinot Noir casks. This one is going to be freaking amazing. I mean, I haven't tried it yet, but I'm super excited. Let's go ahead and get on the nose. Ooh, it's still very malty. I wasn't expecting it to be as malty still. Still that like earthy kind of like baking chocolate type spice, a little bit of like a cocoa bean. Nice little oak, but there's so much luscious like dark red fruit in there. I'm getting figs, plums, still a little bit of like a apple and pear in there. Almost like a blueberry as well, and grape. It's literally like the West Ward American Single Malt whiskey, but it has like fruit punch inside of it. Not like a tropical fruit punch, more of like an earthy, dark, dense, like wine type, like a dry red wine type, punch of fruit punch in a way. I guess that doesn't really make sense, but you know what I mean. Like it's very like, it still has that like nice like chocolate malty kind of like roasted coffee bean note in there, nice brown sugar layer, a little bit of like a baking spices like a cinnamon, black pepper, but it also brings in a huge explosion of like grapes, plums, figs, blueberries, cherries, like so much explosion of fruit on the nose. I like it a lot. It dances really well with that like dark, like roasted kind of like malty, and then like fruity, malty, fruity, malty, fruity. Like it's like playing this really nice back and forth with it. I could live in this nose for a while. This is possibly my favorite American Single Malt on the nose, at least. Again, it is $90 though, so it's not a cheap one, but is it worth it? On the nose. Ooh, dark red fruits all the way. Grapes, cherries. Ooh, white cherries, grapes. Nice, still a little bit of cinnamon in there. Nice baking chocolate still, that cocoa powder, that like light roasted coffee bean. I don't understand why it's light, but it's like malty chocolate, light roasted coffee bean, and like heavy amounts of fruit still. Oh, I like it a lot. I like this one a lot, like a lot. This might be a bold statement, but this is my new favorite American Single Malt. This one plays an amazing dance with that like maltiness, that chocolate, that light roasted coffee bean, like that dark kind of like spicy, earthy notes that is in the world of malt, especially American malt with our temperate climates and all that jazz. Like you get those dark, dense, like almost leathery flavors. And then you get this like huge punch of like fruitiness, like grapes, cherries, a little bit of like a blueberry note, a nice fig note. Like it's literally so fruity and also so dark and dense all at the same time. So no surprise, I freaking love this. I think it's fantastic. This is my new favorite American Single Malt. But from a value standpoint and a grading standpoint, is it worth that $90? To me, I'm going to say yes. I think it's an A-. I know that's crazy for me to say. Like, oh my God, I'm saying an American Single Malt that's at $90, or well, more like 86 in my area, but let's just round up $90 because you're going to pay taxes anyways. $90. How am I saying this is an A- for something at 45% ABV? It's such a great drinking experience. It's a nice blend of that like malty darkness and then the light vibrant fruits, or well, I guess kind of like more darker fruits, but like fruity and then malty earthy. It's like malty earthy fruity, malty earthy fruity, and it's fantastic. This is a very complex, interesting pour in my mind, and I think it's well worth it. A freaking minus. My new favorite American Single Malt whiskey. Great mouthfeel, great finish, great complex palate, great complex nose. What I will say, I personally think it's an A-, but if you're not someone who is super heavy into like wine finish stuff or heavy into like American Single Malts, this is definitely not the whiskey for you. But if you're someone who's in either or both of those simultaneously, like yours truly, this is a fantastic whiskey, and I think it's well worth the $90. It's an A- all the way. And the only reason I'm putting the minuses on it, well, because $90 is still a lot of money for a whiskey in my opinion. But I love this. This is new favorite American Single Malt whiskey, in my opinion. Out of all the ones I've tried, this is the most complex, enjoyable drinking experience for me. That's going to be a wrap for this video though. Please do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys thought about this video. Let me know what you guys think about this bottle. Do you have any single malts that you think are better than this or better value? I mean, this isn't inherently a value single malt, if we're going to be honest. Like $90 is still a lot. But I think it's well worth it, and it's absolutely fantastic. And I'm just loving it. So yeah, if you have any better offerings, let me know. I'll pick them up. We'll side by side these, see if this one beats it, because I think it probably will. So that's my challenge to you. Find something that's better than this. Also, check out the Instagram, Facebook, and the Patreon. The link for that is down there below. We appreciate y'all for all your support. Cheers. We'll see you later.